All right, so today we're going to dive into real-world asset tokenization.
Okay.
It's a pretty complex topic.
Yeah.
Basically, the idea is you take a real-world asset,
Right.
like a house or a painting or a bond,
Mm-hmm.
and you represent it digitally on a blockchain.
Exactly. I mean, think about it. We're talking about real estate, art, even financial instruments,
Yeah, all sorts of things.
all getting turned into these digital tokens.
And this could really change the way we think about ownership
Oh, absolutely. And how we invest, too.
and how accessible these things are.
Right. The potential impact is huge.
And what's interesting about this is it's not just some futuristic idea anymore.
No, not at all.
Major crypto platforms are already on board,
Yeah, you've got Ethereum and Polygon and Avalanche.
all seeing tons of activity in this space.
And what's really got my attention, and this came up in a lot of the research you sent over, is the fact that traditional finance is getting involved, too.
Yeah, I mean, you've got BlackRock, Goldman Sachs, even Citigroup.
These are heavy hitters.
Big players. Really shows you this is something serious.
Yeah, this intersection is where things get really interesting.
Right, and a really great example of this
Oh,
is
a lot of your articles talk about...
yeah, they kind of focus in on tokenized U.S. treasuries,
Exactly.
which is pretty fascinating.
Right. I mean, these are government bonds.
Rock solid, traditionally stable assets.
And now they're showing up on blockchains.
Platforms like Ondo Finance and Matrix Stock.
And Maple Finance, too.
Right. And for our listeners, think about this for a second. Let's say you're in Argentina or Nigeria or Vietnam,
Places where local currencies can be, well, a little unpredictable.
to say the least.
But imagine, through tokenization,
You could access these dollar-backed U.S. treasuries
yield-generating assets
right through your phone
without needing a bank.
or some big brokerage account,
That's powerful.
really democratizing access, which comes up again and again in the research.
Yeah, a big theme.
Tokenization opens up all kinds of opportunities for people all over the world,
Right, it's a whole global audience.
people who might have been excluded before.
Exactly.
And it goes way beyond just government debt.
Oh, yeah. We're just scratching the surface here.
Think about owning a piece of a luxury apartment.
In Paris, even.
Yeah. Or a share of a Picasso.
Or how about part of a wind farm in Scandinavia?
All these things could be represented as digital tokens.
And suddenly it's so much easier to buy and sell them.
Right, boosting liquidity,
Especially in markets that have always been illiquid.
making investing more inclusive globally.
Exactly, breaking down barriers.
But of course, it's not all sunshine and roses.
Some of those articles you sent do point out some of the wrinkles.
Right. We have to talk about the challenges too.
It's still early days,
Yeah, and there are regulatory hurdles to overcome,
for sure.
figuring out custody and compliance.
Big questions there.
And how does this work across different countries?
What are the legal implications?
Yeah, and then there's the issue of trust.
Making sure investors feel secure in this new system.
Absolutely. And even with all that, the potential is just massive.
One of your articles cited the Boston Consulting Group.
Yeah, and their prediction was really striking.
They estimate a $16 trillion market.
For tokenized real-world assets by 2030.
$16 trillion. That's almost half the size of the U.S. economy right now.
It's mind-boggling.
And it really puts things in perspective, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, there's so much focus on the volatility of crypto,
Yeah, the ups and downs.
but real-world asset tokenization,
That could be a much more fundamental shift.
a real game changer.
It's about bridging traditional finance and decentralized technology.
Right, and it could lead to a global financial evolution.
That goes way beyond the hype.
So as you're listening to this, think about it. What if everything around you
Your car, your phone, your clothes.
could be represented and traded as a digital token?
What would that world look like?
What would be the possibilities?
And the challenges.
It's a pretty profound thought.
Yeah, something to ponder.
Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.
Yeah, always a pleasure.